Good morning, colleagues. I hope you can hear me.
Good morning, Avtandil. We hear you.
That's great. Thank you, Lika. So
You're
let's start.
Let's start. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Avtandil Mekudishviili. I'm official partner of PlanRadar in Georgia. PlanRadar is corporate member of FIABCI. And first of all, I would like to thank you, FIABCI team, to this chance to have a meeting today with you. And the topic of our meeting will be sustainability through digitalization of construction. And before we go to sustainability, I would like to discuss about the architecture of the future. Our team prepared research in June this year, and we take a look in information in 12 countries. You can see the flags here, and we also communicated with different independent consulting companies, the associations, and we tried to figure out what kind of trends in architecture will be in the future. And you can see here results, and 12 out of 12 countries see sustainability is like trend for future architecture. And it's really great, and we'll discuss later about why it's great. And on the second place, it's net zero, 10 of 12. After goes livability and human-centric design, and after buildings designed as part of environment, and results against extreme weather condition. And let's discuss about them more deeply. Sustainability. It's all country sustainability is a new trend and like core trend for our future. It's really important because sustainability helps not only us to live better, it helps our next generation to live better, because sustainability helps to minimize carbon footprint and minimize the resources usage, and it really will help our next generation to live the best life we want. The second trend here is net zero. By the way, Georgia signed an agreement with the European Union by 2028, new buildings will be net zero in Georgia as well. It's really great, but it's also a great challenge. And we need to be prepared to this time, and it's a lot of work to do. And I really hope that our future buildings will be net zero, and we will minimize the carbon footprint as much as possible. The third trend is livability and human-centric design. Like in the previous century, in the middle of previous century was a stream in architecture like functionalism, and the pioneer of this was Le Corbusier, and building houses was kind of the machine for living. Like you need just sleep here or something like that, and also like it can be really noticeable in USSR countries where we had so-called Khrushchevki with small kitchens, and because like Soviet Union people don't need to cook in their kitchen, we need to eat. We should eat in a cafeteria in a factory. But after COVID pandemic happened, we realized what our home is really important for us. It's not only space we eat or sleep, it's space where it can be like 24/7. And after this, livability and human-centric design is like one of the core trends in the architecture now. And because we need to live in the space, we will feel ourselves better, we can be comfortable, and it's really important. Next trend here, it's buildings as part of the environment. It's really good. We will try to to fit our buildings in the surrounding landscape, because also it will help to minimize the resources we need to create, because we can use the local resources for building, it will decrease the carbon footprint in terms of logistics. And the last but not least trend for our future is resilience against weather conditions. And we, like everybody, almost everybody knows what climate change is happening right now, and it will be worse in the future. And by different scenarios, by United Nations, we have like really bad scenario or absolute catastrophe, and we should prepare to both them, but we should do as much as possible to minimize the risk for ourselves and for our next generations. And new new buildings, what will help us to resistant to new weather conditions, it will be really great. And in case of Georgia, we had different fires in Georgia this year, and like it will be much worse in the future, and we should need to be prepared. And now let's discuss about sustainability. Like all the countries see sustainability as a main trend here. And I would like to start with definition. And you can see here a definition of sustainability. And its definition by United Nations, what was wrote in 1983. And it's a great definition. I will read it. Sustainability means meeting our own needs without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. So we should live our life as best as possible, but we should give a chance our next generation to live their life as best as possible. And sustainability is the key trend here, because we need to do it. And the institutional building services based in USA prepared 6 major sustainability principles, and let's discuss about them. Now, first is site optimization. First of all, during the plan, we need to take care about the landscape, about the parking areas, about the location, about the infrastructure of our new building, and we need to prepare as better as possible, and to minimize in the future additional energy consumption, water consumption. The second principle here is energy efficiency, and it's really close to net zero buildings, because based on information, about 40% of carbon footprint goes from construction and real estate industries. It's like production of materials for building, it's building processes, it is like facility management, and just heating our whole houses during the winter. So we really use a lot of energy for our buildings, and we need to find a way how to minimize it. The next principle here is water conservation, and like maybe in Georgia it's not like big point we don't have like kind of water lack at the moment, but it can be happen in the future. But for some regions, like as Africa, we have a really horrible situation about the water supply, and taking out, we need to minimize the risk of our future. We need to spend our water as more efficiency as we can. Next, sorry. Next principle here is material optimization, and like we need to use more green materials as we can, like green in terms of carbon footprint. We need to minimize the carbon footprint for steel production and our materials production, and also we need to minimize the quantity of material we use. We need to find the way how we can use the better quality materials, and which will in quantity terms will be less for the same building. And next principle here is enduring environment quality enhancement. As we discussed about the COVID pandemic, it's really important now, and it's because it's impacts on our health, mental health, its comfort and quality of life. So in our spaces, our new buildings should be really prepared for that. It should be like natural light, natural ventilation, and something like that. And the last principle here is operational optimization. We need to operate as best as we can to minimize our time losses, minimize our costs and minimize for sure like resources what we spend for our business processes. And for all of them, and especially for operation optimization, software will help a lot, and it's a really good trend now in the different industries and in the construction real estate industry as well. It's digitalization. But before we jump on digitalization, let's discuss what kind of challenges sustainability has at the moment. And challenge number one is high initial investment. Yeah, because we need to use better materials, we need to use better workers, we need to use to prepare everything at the planning process better. It will increase our costs, and the price of the same building should be it will be much expensive than like usual one, but in the long term it will be more profitable because we already want to live in better buildings, and also it depends on the market, like does people do people have money to buy or rent more pricey buildings, but and like it's good decision here, and like it was with electric cars, it's like help by government to construction companies and to developers to create this kind of sustainability buildings, and it will be increase sustainability market globally. The second challenge here is longer time to build. Yeah, because we need to prepare, we need to take care about this 6 principles we discussed before, and it's costs a lot of time and a lot of money on the planning stage, and because of it our payback time will be longer. So it means like we need to have a cash to get to finish our buildings, and when we can sell our sustainable building. And the last challenge here is lack of experienced workers, and to create a sustainable building, we need to use the best practices around the world. It's like the best materials, the best solutions, the best business processes, and for sure we need really experienced workers, and like it's really will be a challenge, but I'm pretty sure it's we can solve all of these problems or all these challenges to create sustainable business. And now let's discuss how digital transformation can help not only our industry and industries at all. And let's discuss first of all about Industry Digitalization Index. It was prepared by McKinsey Global Institute in 2019. On the right side of the slide, you can see what the status of different sectors in terms of digitalization. And green, it means like high digitalization, and red means like low digitalization. And we have our two sectors, is real estate and construction industries. If real estate like in the middle, it's not so bad, not so good, but construction industry is almost top of rating. Yeah, we just better than agriculture and hunting, and we need a lot of stuff to do here, because like digitalization helps really a lot, because data is king. If for companies economic healthy, cash is king, but for a business at all, it's like data is king, because we need to know the data to make a right decision at the moment. And as a improvement of my stage, I would like to show you the research in our consulting company FMI, which was prepared 2018. This consulting group asked about 600 managers in construction industry, and they asked to try estimate what quantity of time we use optimal and what time not optimal. And as we can see, 55% of time we use like in not the best way, and like it's more than 1/3 of our time, and it's really big part of our time we kind of waste. And you can see on the this bar by percentage, and 30% we use for looking for product data information, 12% we're using for conflict resolution, and 10% dealing with mistakes or works. So most likely we can solve these problems, and we will increase our efficiency really good, and we have to do it. And now let's discuss how PlanRadar can help you increase efficiency of your company, of your employees. And first of all, I would like to start with information about the company. PlanRadar was founded in 2013, and we already have more of 400 employees around the world. We have 18 offices in the North America, Latin America, Middle East, European Union, Australia, etc. And we already transferred our product in 20 languages, and Georgian language will be added about in 1 month. And we have more 16,000 customers from 65 countries. And we really grow fast. In February of this year, we raised Series B around 69 million euros. It's the biggest round in history of Austria, and afterward we'll increase our markets and extend our markets, and especially Caucasus region, especially Georgia, is a good market, and we hope we will help our customers here to increase their efficiency. And the PlanRadar is a field management platform from documentation, defect management, task management. It helps to digitize all business processes and communication with all stakeholders in the same ecosystem, which increase the quality and decrease the costs. And our unique selling proposal is easy-to-use platform, because we know the main pain for companies is not to buy software, it's integrate and ask our employees to do it in the new way, because it's really hard to change their mind to do something in a different way, because they had a lot of experience, and now we need to stop to do it what they did previously, and you do it like newly, and it's really hard. And we decided to concentrate on easy-to-use platform to minimize the risk on onboarding of our software. And let's see what is the PlanRadar and how it works by this video. And now let's discuss more deeply about the product. It's cloud-based solution available on smartphones, on tablets, on desktop, such as laptop. and it's available also in iOS and Android for mobile devices. And it's ecosystem where you can add all your documentation, and you can transfer your communication through, I don't know, WhatsApp, Viber, on our messengers into one system where you can communicate more efficiently. And you can upload the drawings, and also you can upload BMI models. Now it's becoming more popular. And also you can use it for defect management, task management, etc. We will discuss more deeply about how our customers can use it in the future. And also you can track status system progress in real time, and it will help you to find the bottlenecks of your product proactively, and you can fix it in as soon as possible. And also collection of statistics analytics, because like it will help companies to operate more efficiently, because when you have a data, you can make a very better decision. And additional features here is like BMI models also can be used here. And BMI models isn't so popular in Georgia at the moment, but how we can see in the European markets, it increasing every year. And for example, in Great Britain, about 72% of products already use BMI model, and in Poland, for example, it's about 20%. So it really helps a lot, especially in the big projects. It's not only for planning, not only for construction, it also helps during the facility management. And another feature here is API integration and PlanRadar Connect. API integration helps to integrate with different software, because if you use different softwares and we're not connected to each other, it's really bad, because you need to use different resources. But if you can connect in one system, you will have one point of view. It's much better. And because of that, we also created PlanRadar Connect. It's a no-code tool that can easily connect with PlanRadar with different softwares. And the last feature here, it is scheduling. You can use your Gantt charts from, for example, Microsoft Product or Primavera. You can upload it in the PlanRadar, and you can change them. You can use them, and you also can create tickets and use for each stage of each phase of your schedule, and it helps to understand the real situation of our status on the project. And who is our target audience? It's it's all stakeholders in a nutshell. It's specialty contractors, general contractors, facility property management companies, its owners and developers, architects and engineers, and all of them will get their own benefit. And let's see use cases of each process. For build process, we can use it for site reports, data reports, defect measurements, handovers, site inspections, etc. For facility management, we can use it for inspections, for checklist, safety audits. For sale, we can use for handovers, quality, safety, insurance, and claim management. So you can use it in the way you want. And it helps with all aspects of construction and real estate business, such as construction management, because you will have in your pocket your device with PlanRadar with all data about the product, and you can rise, if you find a defect, you can rise and create a ticket and ask your contractors or your employees to fix it. Also, it helps to operate real estate and facility management products, because also you can will see all information about the status of your task, about the status of your project. Reporting insights, it's really helpful to make right decision, and you will have all data. And also it helps with document management, because we can create reports in different acts in your template, and it will be automatically created like in some seconds, and it's really help our customers to minimize their time usage for documentation work. And last but not least is plan management, because all the time you will have actual information about product. You will have actual plans, be in models, and everything will be like in one touch. And why it helps our customers, why our customers use PlanRadar. It's platform. It's one of kind platform. It's really easy to use, and it means like companies don't need to spend hours to prepare the product. It very will be there will be no downtime, because like it's really easy to use. And also we are helping our customers onboard and train their employees. And also data is important. We use Amazon Web Services, was located in Germany, and it's one of the best servers that we have at the moment. I mean Amazon, and also we GDPR and ISO compliant in terms of data protection, and everything about the data will be safe, and there will be no leakages. And we help to take the business to the next level, to increase the efficiency, and we can create to generate PDF reports automatically. And also it's really important, you don't need to pay for all your stuff. Some of users will be absolutely for free, such as like your some contractors or your stakeholders, and you don't need to pay for them. And also we have NFC technology. It's not so popular in Georgia, in world totally. It's like RFID tags, and you can through your phone upload information with tag or read information for this tag. It's usually used for different tunnels, bridges, or something like that. And we had more 16,000 customers around the world, and by their feedback, you can see their feedback here, where it saves about 7 hours per week. Each employee saves 7 hours per week, and it's almost one additional working day. And we think, and our customer think, it's a great result to work better and gain sustainability. And let's look here how construction companies can use PlanRadar. They can use for quality assurance, for site diaries, for handovers, site inspections, safety audits, and so on, like claims management. And we, as a Lego blocks, we give you a block and you can construct what you want. So it's a really flexible platform. And let's look how facility property managers can use. Like first of all is full reporting and handovers. Also it is inspection, checklist, safety audits, evidence collection and claims management, mapping assets and mapping of assets and the maintenance. Like it's covers almost all needs for this industry. And let's not forget about sustainability, because software will help companies from our industry to meet this goal, and we need to do it step by step. Like if you will stop use paper on site, and we will use our tablets and device on site, we kill less trees. And also we will, because our software helps to increase efficiency, it means we will save a lot of time and save a lot of money. And if you will build it in first time without reworks, it will dramatically decrease their carbon footprint. And it is also about the culture of a company. It's also about the mind of a company, because when you start to use something like that, something for would increase your efficiency. It can be SAP, OneDrive to share the documents online, something like that. You will create you can create in the culture the innovation culture, and what helps you in the future, it helps your employees to feel better, what we can suggest something new tools for you, and what can help the company to do their job better. And you can see here about a small list about some customers, and it's a really small part of them. We are #1 in terms of market share in the European Union, and our customers such as ATP, Starbucks, Siemens, Sibiri, Colliers, etc. And I'm really glad to say we already have our first customer in Georgia. It's Anagi, one of the biggest construction companies, and we really hope that in the near future we will increase our partnerships with different construction, real estate, and companies here in Georgia as well. And let's see the second video. It's the video one of our customer in the UK.
My name's Anthony Shaw. I'm a project manager in construction. I've been at this level for the last 4 years, working my way up from a carpenter at trade. It is actually widely known that communicating between subcontractors, your lead design team, architects, management, QSs, is an industry known issue. It helps me snag out the process. It helps me to plan and task the next process in the chain of events. So for instance, you can't have a window installed if you haven't got the block work structure opening. Yeah. So I can now task my bricklayer, which will send straight to his phone on an app, and it will ping up to him.
It is helpful because all of it goes on the laptop. You can pick it up, look at it anytime, know where you are basically, without having to go through loads of paperwork. So.
And how I implemented it on the site was I pulled everyone into the site cabin office, and we did a 1-hour induction training session. And knowledge is everything, you know, and that goes for the same in everything in life. Knowledge is power, and so of course, obviously, this software for us is a very powerful tool based on that notion. And the thing about it is it's simplistic as well. It's not overthought, and you can mold it to suit the unique site that you work in. I've got everyone on this site using it. We've got over 400 snags at present and 232 tasks.
So my name's Mike, I'm an assistant site manager, taking hold of the snagging stages on this floor, using PlanRadar, quick and efficient way to snag each room up here for me, and a great way to communicate with the contractors on site to get the works complete and closed out.
If I have to say something about PlanRadar in respect to a mission statement, I would say that it's simplistic, very easy to use. And as you know, it's not always the easiest to integrate new systems. I integrated this within a week.
Like I said, our customer knowledge is a power, and it's absolutely true. And now let's take a look about what our reference projects, what kind of case studies we have. And first reference product is Valamar hotel in the beachfront of Croatia, and really big and fancy hotel in that region. And our customer used PlanRadar to construct this hotel, and also we're using to maintain it. Next example here is office buildings for Austrian oil and gas national company, OMV, and our customer where was Delta, and we're using PlanRadar for communication, for preparation of documents, and for task and defect management. The next case here is really interesting. One of our customers is the FIABCI. It's a French shipyard company that produce fancy and cool yachts, and we're using PlanRadar for construction process and for quality control. And also it won't be here, but also Airbus, European airplane company, also use PlanRadar to create their airplanes. And here will be last case study, and we will look deeply inside of that because it's really great product. It's the cost of the product was 550 million euros, and it's one of the largest infrastructure products in the Croatia, and it's one of the largest bridges in Europe. And let's start with challenge. The gap between two parts of Croatia was 2.4 kilometers, and the Croatian government decided to create the bridge to increase the quality of life. Because like if you want to go to another side, you need to travel a lot, but if you have this bridge, you will save a lot of time, will save a lot of money, and save a lot of fuel. And the construction of this was started in 2007, but in 2010 has stopped because several reasons. And in 2018, CBRC, the Chinese Banking Reconstruction Committee, decided to recover this project and to construct this bridge in 36 months. And it's really hard to do it in 3 years because it's not only bridge, and also some sub-projects such as infrastructure near the bridges. It's like roads, tunnels, etc. And our solution help our customers to increase their efficiency. We're used for defect management, information exchange, and all stakeholders such as investors, general contractors, specialty contractors, and the subcontractors use PlanRadar, and they improve the communication. It helped really a lot for monitoring correct defects, to increase the efficiency of communication, and to prepare report automatically. And the investors always could see real-time information about the product, and it's really important. And as a result, the bridge was completed on time, and it was launched in July of this year, so it already works, and it was amazing and great product, and we are really glad what we can help our customers and help to create this type of product. And let's see now the last video here. It will be in Croatian language, but there will be subtitles in English.
Evo, na ovako velikom projektu, dakle, mi imamo uključen veći broj izvođača, dakle, i velik broj timova nadzornih inženjera. Kroz ugovor se naravno uz praćenje izvođenja radova uključuje naravno i prijavu određenih nesukladnosti, dakle, nekakvih problema uočenih prilikom provođenja nadzora nad izgradnjom. Mi smo za to imali ranije propisane procedure koje smo obavljali sukladno ugovoru pisanom dokumentacijom, što smo onda odlučili modernizirati, objediniti da imamo pregled na jednom mjestu i za to smo odlučili koristiti PlanRadar koji nam je omogućio pregled svih nesukladnosti prilikom izgradnje na projektu na jednom mjestu, dobili na brzini i na preglednosti. Dakle, mi smo na jednom mjestu podijelili projekt na most Pelješac, na pristupne ceste i stonsku obilaznicu. Na svakom od ta 3 projekta rade zasebni timovi nadzornih inženjera i zasebni izvođači, ali mi na jednom mjestu imamo pregled, dakle, svih nesukladnosti na sva 3 projekta koja čine sveukupno naš taj jedan projekt, kako sam ranije rekao, cestovna povezanost s Južnom Dalmacijom.
PlanRadar koristimo ovdje na projektu za nesukladnosti, odnosno kako bi pratili tijek nesukladnosti od njenog nastanka do zaključenja. Primjer nesukladnosti na ovom objektu su recimo nekakvi pogreške pri zavarivanju, pogreške pri montaži, oštećenja lokalne na konstrukciji i sl. Te kako bi se bilo zabilježeno od početka do kraja. Meni najveća prednost tog PlanRadara, znači što stvarno trenutno se to, znači unesete sliku, unesete tekst i generira obrazac i pošalje se. Te kada tražite neke nesukladnosti, pretraživanje samog toga, imate tu bazu podataka na PlanRadaru gdje samo to stoji i onda samo preliste i trenutno nađete, znači samo ta neka baza podataka.
And that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. I will be glad to answer your questions if you have it.